Hey, community, here's what's brewing today.
It's Beyonce's.
Cowboy Carter.
March Madness. So get your cups ready for Minority Report. Hey, welcome to Minority Report. It is Auntie Carell.
It's Auntie Dwan.
And it's Auntie Jarrell. What's up, everybody? Hey.
What's up?
It's basically April. What the fuck? This is crazy.
Q1 is done.
Yo. And thank God. Thank God. Because 2026 has been...
God, the ghetto.
Let me tell you, it's given the chaos of COVID almost. You know, like everyone was scrambling. Who know what the fuck is going on? Up was down and down was up and right is left. This year has been some crazy ass shit.
And it's manufactured chaos That's what's the fucking irritating.
Well, you know something COVID was too.
Manufactured. Yeah. And it's the same person involved at the helm. So it's just like, ain't this a bitch? It's too much. It's too much. It's idiotic. It's frustrating. In community, you know what we're talking about.
Can y'all believe the lines that we've been seeing at some of these airports? Like,
I saw this girl yesterday, or what's today? Tuesday, Sunday. She was at the airport. She got there. Her flight was at like 8:57. You might have seen it. 8:57. She got there at like 3:30 or something like that. Barely made the flight from Atlanta to LaGuardia. Got to LaGuardia, was descending, and they had to fly back to Atlanta because of the crash at LaGuardia. So she had been there all day. Flew all the way damn near. She said they were descending and they had to reascend, and then the airport got shut down. They had to fly back to Atlanta. She got back to Atlanta, got home to her mom's house at like 3 a.m. and had to do it all over like 2 days later because they didn't have a flight the next day. They had a flight today. Like Tuesday.
Put me on the Greyhound. Put me on the Greyhound, baby. Because
and then she was like, baby. And then she's like, here I am, frustrated, but she's like, now I just feel horrible because like she found out why they didn't know why they had to fly back to Atlanta. So they get back to Atlanta and found out and was like, well, fuck. Like, so there's the emotions of the whole day. I was like, that's a lot. Yeah. That's a lot.
And then they got these ICE agents at the fucking airports as well, too.
Doing nothing
but getting paid. Ain't that some shit?
And then don't want to be photographed and all that because they don't got the mask on. Photograph them hoes.
Yeah.
Expose all them. And it's frustrating when you see people of color. It really irritates my soul even more when I see it's people of color that are these ICE agents.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking irritating. I don't even want to go down that rabbit right now.
I want to just out of pure just allyship and pettiness, I want to give a shout out to Delta Airlines.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, I always rock Delta. I try to fly them wherever I can. But, you know, they said enough is enough. Y'all want to play these reindeer games? We can play these reindeer games. And they shut down all of those special perks to members of Congress. Basically, Republicans saying you're not getting any more airport escorts, no red coat services, no security line fast tracking. All the VIP discounts and last minute changes that they do on their bookings and whatnot have been revoked. All of this is in direct response to the lack of funding that this Republican forward Congress has refused to pass and has forced TSA agents and other, transportation officials and other people to just be working without pay. And it's bullshit. And I'd say kudos to Delta. Delta, I rock with you. I think this is a fantastic idea. And I hope that, that others will follow suit. But even if they don't, you're a real one for this.
And this is how companies should put their money where their mouth is. Obviously, they're doing it just because they're getting frustrated because their phone lines are getting crazy. They're having to rebook all these people. They're losing money, et cetera. Even if it's at the capitalistic and they really don't believe what they're doing. Oh, fucking well. At the end of the day, make the folks that are in charge hurt like the rest of us. And
Yeah.
that's the only way we're going to be able to potentially move the needle. And I get so tired of people saying it's the Democrats and all this shit when the Republicans own all the branches of the government right now. So when we owned all the branches of the government or had the majority of it, they like to blame it then. No, hoes, this is on y'all. Y'all fucking shit up. Y'all creating chaos in an economy where we can't even afford even more chaos right now.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
fuck out of here. Thank you, Delta. All these other airlines need to follow suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, by the way, Duane,
Yeah.
is your microphone your headphones or your mic?
I was thinking the
'Cause
same thing.
I think it's your headphones.
It might be your AirPods.
Yeah.
All right. I'll figure it out.
And while he
You know,
figures
this-
that out, but in community, I know y'all know this, and you just frustrated as we are on this Monday morning. Like, damn, I'm just trying to get to work. Y'all frustrating the hell out of me thinking about this again. But hey, we had to let it out there, just because we try not to talk about too much on here because we just get so irritated. But when it's just literally the reality day to day, we got to put a little hint out there just saying, no, fuck all this bullshit. Fuck this war. Fuck all these ICE agents. Fuck them all. Fuck them all. Fuck them all.
Yeah. It's just like I'm like the thing is I'm tired, but like it's not getting any better anytime soon. Like it ain't unless some of these states that have voting that they'll be doing this year get it together. We've seen in the last few months a couple people that were red now blue and then flipped a couple seats here and there, but it ain't enough. It ain't enough. Yeah.
And on that note, too, at the top of this episode, community, we see that they're trying to make it impossible to vote this year. We knew it was coming. There's a case at the Supreme Court where it's making it look like they probably are going to say the mail-in ballots can't arrive after the day of the election, even if the mail is late and all that shit. So please, we are in April. Plan now. Plan now. Because they are doing everything in their power to make this hard and impossible to vote and rig the system. So now is the time to start thinking about, like, okay, can I save an extra day potentially to take the day off? Can I get a babysitter potentially? Can I save a couple dollars to, have the kid next door watch my kid for the morning or something like that? Like, now's the time to start game planning and not letting it sneak up on you and be like, damn, I don't have a plan and now I need to vote, but I got to go to work or the line's too long and whatever it may be, or I can't get my mail-in ballot in soon enough, whatever it may be. Now's the time to start formulating those game plans, because the only way to potentially try to shift this, and they're going to make it hard, they ain't going to go down easy and quiet, is to make this impossible for folks to vote this upcoming election and into the future, quite frankly.
Yeah.
So now's the time to think while you're sitting there sipping on your spring break drink, what am I going to do come November? How am I going to formulate that? Who can I bring? Who can I make sure is registered? Double check your registration, all that. Now is the time to do that due diligence. So, whew, Lord, got my blood pressure high.
We're going to say it now and then leave it in Q1. There we go.
Please,
Boom.
Jesus, dude.
Boom.
But community, it's been 2 years, believe it or not, since Beyonce dropped Cowboy Carter. So hence me, I had to go to the rodeo one more last time, get out the garb here. And we figured, let's actually do another maybe slight kind of just reflection of Cowboy Carter and all that it meant before we kind of get into the Act 3 era of everything. And then also it's March Madness. So for those that are, watching sports of it all, we figured maybe we do a quick little bracket. And it's probably not going to be quick because nothing with us is quick. A bracket of ranking and coming up with the champion of the top song, or however it falls with the bracket style of Cowboy Carter. So we have a little bracket for that as well. But before we get to that part, like, it's weird to think that's been 2 years already. I'm like, where the fuck did that happen? But going into Cowboy Carter, coming out of the Renaissance, where we're like, oh my God, this three-part project's about to be crazy. If like everything stacks up to what Renaissance was, we are in for a crazy ride. And we ended up on this crazy ride. And she dropped the little hint teaser at the Super Bowl that year, remember? And then that just kind of made everything go into a frenzy again. Like, oh shit, here we go, Beyonce. Oh shit. And going into it, I recall just thinking, I don't know how country it's going to be. I don't know what angle she's going to go. And she was calling it a Beyonce album and not a country album, things like that. has it aged well in the 2 years since?
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say 2 years is enough time to say it's aged to really be able if it's aged enough or not. Like the truth is, most artists will probably go 4 or 5 years before they release another album, right? Like you still hearing these songs in the clubs, and and TV shows, and all sorts of playlists on a regular, right? Do I think it still holds the same kind of like excitement that it did when it came out 2 years ago? Yes, absolutely. When I think age, I think something that over time's become iconic and it stays long enough. I still gonna have to sit with this album for a few more years to I can say whether or not it's aged well or not. Because it's only two, and it's a terrible two. So it's this year we're fucking some shit up with the song. But I still listen to it. I will say I don't listen to it as much as I did when it came out 2 years ago. The decline in the album has absolutely happened. And that's just because of fucking Renaissance. I'm sorry. Now that, if you want to, no, we're not going to go there. We'll save that
one for another day.
I almost did it. I had to pull myself back. Woo. Almost went off the cliff.
We'll save that one for another episode. Don't worry, community. It'll come up. It'll come back up.
Woo, child.
What about you, Dewan? Do you find yourself listening to it? Are there moments where you're like, let me just throw this Cowboy Carter on? Or are you like, like it did what it needed to do at the time, but now I've kind of moved on to something else?
Yeah, and even if you roll the tape back, I was like a fan because I'm a Beyoncé fan, but this is not my favorite album.
Yeah.
So I could probably tell you I've listened to this song since it's come out less than 5 times.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I have a question. Is part of it because the interludes? And I only say that because I know you do a lot of shuffling, right? So I know if you shuffle this album, you might get a lot of like, what's his name? Like Linda Martell.
Hey, Honey B, it's Donnie P.
Yeah, you might end up with Willie Nelson talking back to back. I'm like, who the old people? Like, where the music at? So that's what I was curious. Oh, but you know what? I do remember because you can roll the tape back. You said you created a playlist and you took the album, you took the interludes out. So never mind. I answer my own question 2 years later. I'll be listening.
He said, what interludes?
she's got the Auntie Chardonnay encyclopedia on lock right there. She said, I remember it was episode 29 at mark 25.25 in the text. And I quote.
You said you had the Auntie silver hair on. Okay, it's coming back to me now. It's coming back to me.
Yeah. So I just preface it by just saying that, this is not for me. Like, let me start off with by saying that this is a remarkable piece of work, sonically, culturally, politically. Even from an industry standpoint, the way that this album was marketed, will be studied for years to come. The reinterpretation of an album not being locked to a particular genre, however, had roots in country, but not necessarily being locked to that from a whole album perspective is refreshing and groundbreaking, and also just using this platform as she always does so well as a political statement, highlighting the origins of Western culture within the Black community specifically, and I have to call out the impact that this particular album has had on so many other younger artists and Black-owned Western brands that are out there that have benefited from, this resurgence of country culture within the Black community. And I don't know a single Black person that's above 25 that doesn't have a pair of cowboy boots that's Black and queer.
We don't want it all up.
Let me, you know what I'm saying? So from a musical perspective, from a cultural impact perspective, from a political perspective, even in this short period of time, regardless of the fact that it's not sitting in my Rolodex of albums that I listen to on a regular basis, it is undeniable the impact that this album has had and this experience has had as a cultural phenomenon, even after only 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, it changed the Grammys. Remember, like that was the last
this
year.
coming year now,
That was the last year that there was best country album. Like they changed it now. So I mean, they split it ever since she won it. So I mean, that alone gives it iconic status, along with all those things that you just said, Dewan, as well too.
Yeah, winning the album of the year, especially after the line on Renaissance, which is like ANTY they didn't give me, or however she said ANTY didn't win it, but still fuck up the pen or something like that. Whatever, I forget the right line. So it's interesting that she puts Renaissance out, doesn't win it for that again, and then wins it for Cowboy Carter, and we get the instant meme worthy, of that night. But I mean, I think Community, you got to remember too, we got Shaboozey off this damn album. Like we didn't know who the fuck Shaboozey was until this album came out, and then he had that crazy ass year that whole year. So like, and then he's still around at the Oscars this year. So like, the launching pad that this album has had for other folks, and we said it then too. Like this album wasn't necessarily for us. This was probably for Black women, quite frankly. Like for the some of the songs on there really kind of hit on Black women, and if the rest of us follow and enjoyed it, awesome. But as much as Renaissance was for like Black queer folks, this one was a little okay. Let me focus a little maybe more on my Black women, and with like Daughter and Protector and things like that on it, and getting the Black women in country world on the album and helping their launching their careers or furthering their careers and things like that as well. So and to be honest, this gearing up for this episode, I hadn't listened to this album straight through in a while. Again, I kind of pick to choose the songs that I kind of want to hear, especially if I'm at the gym. Not every part, because to be honest, the first part of the album is kind of snoozy. I mean, it's slower, and I had to be like in the mode to kind of listen to it, And so I was listening to this actually at the gym. And I was like, that's why I don't listen to this album at first, because this first part is snoozy. This ain't helping me lift today, baby. But then that second part, it goes banger harder. After banger after banger. But yeah, like 2 years later for me. Yeah, it's probably I don't listen to it as much. I pick and choose which songs I want to kind of help me get through the day, and a lot of times it's the more tempos. So it was actually quite nice to sit through it though again, because I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about some of these backgrounds, and I forgot about So sonically, it's still spectacular. Like it's insanity. She's singing her face off. The harmonies are disgusting. I'm like, God, Beyonce, you're just too good at this shit. Like it's wild. So it's crazy again. Like I said, it's been 2 years, and just excited to kind of see what Act 3 brings us. And like you said, Dewan, she done changed the culture and shit, because where them fans at probably wouldn't have like blew up as much, as well. Well, they probably would, because we do love us a little 8 count. We love us a little 8 count, but it helped. It helped that we was already in the country garb. I hope that we had this country garb already. But all right, let's see here. So, Community, what we're going to do. So, we know there's a shit ton of songs on this album. So, I had to figure out exactly how to put this in bracket style. And so, what I did was, with the help of Claude, thank you, Claude, was looked at Spotify numbers and Billboard numbers to kind of come up with the rankings. I automatically gave the 1 and 2 seeds to Texas Hold'em and 16 Characters, because those were like the official singles that she released. Yeah. So that's where I started at. Then looking at the numbers, ranked them like 1 through 10, and then we have a couple play-ins to get into the main field. So here I'm going to share my screen. Let's see here. Share the screen. And so, Community, if you listen to this on YouTube, we'll try to be as descriptive as we can. But or if you're listening not on YouTube, we'll be as descriptive as we can. But if you're watching on YouTube, it'll be a lot more enjoyable experience to see everything. And here we go. So hold on. Let me scroll up, though, first. because I kind of put
That's
some
cute.
thought into this
That
whole
you
thing.
did.
So,
Okay, this is cute.
The KDJ Auntie Radio presents Beyonce's Cowboy Carter March Madness. Pew, 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 pew.
Yes.
Minority Report Act 2 bracket, baby. Click any song to advance. Look at that horse. I'm quite proud of myself on this one. I was like, okay.
You deserve that one.
Yes.
Yes.
And I love that we just talked about this literally like less than 48 hours ago. So
Yes,
I'm proud of you, girl. Yes.
You know,
You and Claude did this.
ooh.
You and Claude did y'all, y'all did y'all big one.
I was sitting there with all this long ass prompt. I was like, I wanted to do this and and I wanted to look like I had it was fun. But so Community. So like I said, we ranked 1 through 10. But then the playing games are going to be 11 to 22. And I took out the interludes. I kept in, there are some short ass songs that she has on there. I kept those in.
Good.
Like the Sweet Honey.
I'm already
whatever,
mad. I'm already
really
mad. I want you to know
things.
this right now. I am already
I know.
mad. Look at
it
that
spit
thing.
out, and I
What
was
the
like,
fuck?
oh no.
God.
I know.
No.
I know.
Oh, I hate
know.
this. I take my props
I
back. This ain't fair.
I know. When I saw it spit out, I was like, oh no, I don't know what my answer is going to be. So I looked at it once and I was like, okay, I don't want to overthink this.
I'm going to cry.
So Community, the first play in is number 11 against number 22, and it's Tyrant. She's a tyrant every time I ride it against Amen. So it's the conclusion of the album. So which one are we putting into the bracket? Number 11, number 22, Tyrant.
I'm gonna go for
Amen?
Tyrant.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm literally about to cry right now. I am so mad. I hate this.
I know, and it's gonna get harder too. Okay, I don't want to say mine.
No, say it. Because if you were to Tyrant too, don't try to put me into the tiebreaker situation.
Well, you're struggling, so I want to hear your answer.
I like them both for two different reasons. I mean, Tyrant is one of the few dance songs that's a little bit more black, definitely less country, but her vocals on Amen at the end is just so beautiful.
Yeah,
so beautiful. I'm gonna go with Amen, and I'm gonna go with it just because I've seen too many people dance off beat to Tyrant.
I'm done. I'm going to Tyrant. Like, I mean, I agree with everything you said, Jarrell, but Tyrant gets me. So look, even put a little animation there too, and if you look closely, it kind of forms a horse and then disappears. I put all these prompts in here, so look at that horse. All right, play-in number 2 is number 12 against number 21, and it's Daughter against Desert Eagle.
Desert Eagle. It's Desert Eagle. That little like soft to the touch, let me hold some, baby. She's a whole lot of woman.
Right.
Soft kisses on some sweet lips, baby. Come on, you can have it. Desert Eagle. That.
Desert Eagle.
What is it? Yeah, that's a trifecta.
And
even though I like Daughter, I like
too.
Daughter a lot. But again, it's part of the snoozy part of the album, and I got to be in the mode.
Yeah.
He's like,
There's just some songs that remind me of like the third hour of church. You know what I mean?
Are we finished or are we done?
It's like praise the Lord already. Goddamn.
And you gonna start preaching yet? Y'all still hooting and hollering.
It's good, but damn, can we go eat?
I'm hungry, right?
Get out of
The
here.
line's gonna be long. Damn, the line's gonna be long now. Damn.
It's like praise the Lord. God damn.
I know that's right. All right, play-in number 3 is number 13 versus number 20 is Protector against Flamenco.
I'm gonna go with Flamingo this time.
And I will as well. I like Protector, but I don't know.
There was just a flow.
Yeah.
There was just a flow with Flamenco that just like, I don't know. Just I like the vibe. I like the vibe of it more. If I'm looking at these side by side, I like the vibe of it more.
So it's gonna be Flamenco. I was gonna pick Protector. Like I think I said this 2 years ago that Flamenco you could have probably thrown it away. Yeah. It's grown on me over time.
Yeah, I do remember you saying that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, you could have kept that one, but I get its purpose now, and it took the Cowboy Carter, and we didn't even talk about the Cowboy Carter tour. Jesus, dude, that fucking tour was insane too, and it took the tour for me to be like, okay, I get the energy and the vibe of it now. Okay, I'm with you.
It's the only one I missed.
Yeah, you using that puppy love stage, baby. You was over there. It was like, damn, you done. Push Beyonce to the side. Okay, now. Right. I'm like, damn. Okay. Okay. So, all right,
that was a tough one. That was a tough this or that.
Yeah. I bet it was.
It better be a hard one.
Yeah. I'm gonna need you to skip this one. I'm not ready for this one.
Nope, I know, right? So this is the one that I saw that I was like, this is gonna be the hardest one probably.
I'm not ready for this one.
Playing for number 14 versus number 19 seed is Riverdance versus Sweet Honey Bucket.
This is demonic.
I'm just gonna like rip the Band-Aid off, and I'm gonna say Sweet Honey Buckin' for me. There's just something about this song that when I think of the album, this is a song that I think about.
Yeah.
Run through the river. All right. Run through the river. Watch me dance. Come on. Bounce on this shit. I mean, look. No hands.
I know.
Look.
I don't know the answer.
Oh, damn. I'm playing the songs in my head real quick just to see if there's any lyrics that get me.
Gosh. And here's the thing for me. I bucking part. I mean, I like the Sweet Honey part, but the bucking parts are like really like turn up. And I like Riverdance from the get go. Buck.
Yeah. Whoa. I think, you know what, Carell, you're right. I like Sweet Honey, but Buckin' is the best part of Sweet Honey Buckin'.
The best part of it.
And that's the later half of the song. But the entirety of Riverdance is good from beginning to end. So I'm going Riverdance. And now I put it on you, Carell. So you're welcome.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I feel great now. It's not me. I just know all the community. I just know the internet coming at you. So.
Auntie Jarrell's playing the traitor role right now.
I know is.
That's very traitorous behavior.
Oh my God, I don't know the answer. She gone boom 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 boom.
But it takes a minute and 32 seconds to get to that point, though.
Listen.
So I'm just saying.
The part about it. The killer part about it is Corella's the one that made up this goddamn graph.
I know. Well,
she didn't have the most amount of time to think about this.
No, I saw it and I didn't want to think about it.
But you had the most amount of time to think about it.
True. And I just didn't do it. Oh, and this Sweet Honey Bucket that she says, that ANTY line, actually. Mm-hmm. It wasn't a right song, so it was this song. I'm going to go with Riverdance. Oh my God, that hurts my soul.
Mark my words, she's gonna change her mind by the end of this.
No.
We're gonna come back to this.
No backseats. No tasty backseats.
Even though, look at that horse, that's where we got it from. Damn. But, I mean, you can't go wrong with either song. All right, play-in number 5 is 15 versus 18. Alligator Tears versus Two Hands to Heaven. That's another kind of tough one. Those songs are good.
But I know mine automatically. It's Two Hands to Heaven.
Yeah, it's Two Hands.
It's Two Hands.
Two Hands for me.
Yeah, but I do like Alligator Tears. And that Alligator Tears is another one that grew on me a lot over time, quite frankly. I didn't like it as much at the beginning, and the more I listened to it, I was like, hold on, this is actually a dope-ass song. And then we have My Rose, which might be the shortest song on the album. And then Just for Fun. That's the one with Willie Jones. Oh, let me think. I'm just going to say Just for Fun, just because.
The length.
Yeah. Right, the link.
That'll do it, won't it? The length will do it.
Hey,
I mean,
everything the earth, baby.
Slurp or spit it out.
Slurp it and spit it out and suck it back in.
Oh, you nasty.
Nasty. Just nasty.
She said put both hands around that motherfucker.
Hey, I know that's right. I know that is right.
That's funny.
Right, so just for fun it is.
Yeah, just for fun.
Go. All right, community. So you see, it was just hard. That's the play-ins. That's just the play-ins to get into the main bracket. So here we go. All right, we'll start with the number 1 seed here with Texas Hold'em versus Just for Fun that we just brought in.
Yeah, Texas Hold'em.
Texas Hold'em.
Yeah. Then we'll go to the right side here. We'll go number 2 seed against that's 16 carriages against 2 Hands to Heaven.
16 carriages.
Come on. DSC says, come on.
No, 16 carriages. The production and 16 carriages, and she sings. I mean, I love 2 Hands to Heaven.
Mine is 2 Hands to Heaven.
Huh?
Mine's 2 Hands to Heaven.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm going with 16 carriages.
You're going with 16 carriages? Yeah, it's so good.
First of all, it's a single. Second of all, this is the first real sense of the vibe of the rest of the album. I mean, yes, we had Texas Hold'em, but Texas Hold'em was kind of like its own thing.
Yeah.
Whereas 16 Carriages really gave you a sense of what the vibe of the album was going to be about.
You're right
for that, I'm going to go with that.
16 carriages. Right.
Driving away while I watch them going down the lone dirt road.
You just want to ride into the Super Bowl or the stadium on a horse. That's all you want to do. That's what
legacy.
you want.
Okay, look, she said it's for legacy, okay? You remember me. Come on now. We remember her. Come on. Mm-hmm.
All right. So for the rest of them, we'll just go from the top down on both sides here. Okay. So the 4 seed is Jolene versus Flamenco.
I gotta go with Jolene. First, the original is so good, but I like that she blacked the fuck out this song. She's like, don't try it. You don't want this smoke.
Yeah, I have to agree. I think Jolene's just a better song altogether. Yeah. Plus the nostalgia that's attached to it. Yeah. It's just like
But I will say I still prefer the original Jolene, which is hard to say for Beyonce. Yeah. There's something about that original that just I don't know. Like, and maybe that's maybe haunting. It's haunting, but it's just like it was just so good. And it's like it's maybe the one song where I didn't need the Blackified version. Like it was like we all understood, like we've all, felt those same. It was so well written that it didn't matter the culture, the race, or anything that you're just like, damn, fuck that bitch.
See, for me, I don't see them as the 2 same Jolene songs. Like,
no, they're not at all.
The other Jolene is the white woman being like, "Oh, man."
For sure.
And this Jolene, she raised in the hood, and she like, no.
Oh, 1,000.
So I can't compare them. I'm just like,
yeah,
mate, it's different.
Yeah. Let's go with number 5 seed is Levi's Jeans versus Desert Eagle. Ooh, that's another tough one. Levi's Jeans for me.
I think I'm going.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with.
I was gonna go Desert Eagle. I can do without Post Malone. I'm tired of this man, and every time I see him, I get his stank face. Like he became a scratch and sniff to me. You know how you see things and then it just jogs your memory of how something smells. Like I see this man and like? He smells like a sewer. He just stank. I know he stank. I just have it in my and I just can't. I just can't. Yeah. But y'all both said Levi Jeans though.
I'm gonna go with Levi Jeans.
Yeah, it's the better song.
It's not.
Let's go with number 8 seed American Requiem against Spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
So I'm going with Spaghetti.
Ooh,
Spaghetti.
Yeah, Spaghetti. That Beyonce shit. But American Requiem, like, it's just another beautifully. The harmonies on that, like, is insanity, and it's so good. And it just shows you how good she is because a lot of people try to recreate that on like TikTok and Instagram, and I'm like, nope, you're missing a couple harmony notes. I even hear that, and I know there's some shit that I can't even hear that she done did in that background. Yeah. So yeah, but no, Spaghetti's that's that Virgo shit that we want from Beyonce and Swizz Beatz. All right, we got Did I?
Jolene.
Wait, oops, I forgot to put Jolene up here. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Number 3 seed is two Most Wanted against Riverdance. Damn. Ooh.
I think it might have to be Riverdance for me on this one.
And I would agree as well too. I can do without Miley in that song. I can do without Miley in that song.
It might be my favorite song on the album. It's Two Most Wanted for me, but damn, y'all getting rid of Miley.
Yeah.
Sorry to this song.
If I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
And they won a Grammy for that shit too.
My favorite song is actually Desert Eagle on that song.
Is it really?
It's really. I love that it's short,
Desert
sweet, to the
Eagle's your
point,
favorite?
and gets me sexy, gets me feeling going. Like I'm ready to move. Yeah.
Are you ready for that electrician?
Love.
There's a nigga in the backseat. We have number 8 seed Bodyguard against Tyrant. Oh gosh. Bodyguard for me.
I think it's Bodyguard as well too.
I think I'm gonna go with Bodyguard as well. I mean, Tyrant is
So sweet.
it's such a good song, but yeah,
Honey,
I think Bodyguard edges it out just a
honey.
little bit.
Bodyguard. Okay, you know what? Hold on. I changed what I said earlier now at the beginning of the episode, y'all. I gotta put this back in rotation.
Yeah.
I went from being like, nah, I'm okay. I don't listen to it as much.
I'm telling you, the back half of the album, like I was at the gym, like, oh, this back half of this album it's it. It's
But that's
just
still the
first
front
half's
half.
just a
That's
little
number 8.
snoozy.
That's still the front half of the album.
It's pretty much from like 8. Yeah, because you got 93 songs on you, right?
Yeah, there's 27
So
of
it's
them.
But it's like it's the first few, because like she had like Daughter up there, she had Protector up there, right?
Texas Hold'em,
Like-
16 Carriages, Blackbird, My
Blackbird's
Rose,
slow.
Jolene, Spaghetti, all are in the top half of the album.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's still the second half of the album, though. It's still the second half. The second half it just goes. All right, so we said what? We said Bodyguard on that
Yeah, we
one.
said Bodyguard.
And Bodyguard just feels like
Bodyguard.
the summer. You want like a little seltzer on like, I don't know, like on the dock of the bay or some shit. Like it just feels good. It's just a good feeling song. All right, we got Blackbird against Yaya.
I mean, oh, shit. Oh, damn. I almost said,
What you almost said?
good morning, fellas. Hello, Beyonce.
It's Yaya.
I'm gonna go with Yaya. I mean, this
Good
to
old
me is like a
USA.
tight one. I feel like they're both on like the same level in terms of what they're trying to do, and I feel like Yaya just edges it out just slightly for me.
Yeah.
Houston. Come on.
Yeah.
But I know. But
Blackbird's a beautiful ass song.
It's a beautiful ass song. Damn. But Yaya just, it gets the people
does something
going.
to you.
It gets the people going.
Yeah, so do.
It's
All
like
right,
the difference
community.
between NAACP awards and the Source Awards. They're just doing two totally different things, but in the same lane,
it's like
serving
the
the same people.
It's like the Source Awards versus like the Stella Awards, like the Gospel Awards. Blackbird is like the Stella Awards. The Yaya and everything else. So Community, the Elite 8. Here we go. Still
Yes.
Beyonce, Cowboy Carter, March Madness here, baby. All right, we have Jolene versus Levi's Jeans. And we got the whole Levi's Jeans commercial trilogy from her too during this whole era. Like she did a lot actually.
Yeah. But as far as the
I'm gonna
song
stick with-
go, I'm going with Jolene.
I'm gonna stick with Jolene.
Really? Y'all are
Yeah.
tripping.
And here's
Over Levi's Jeans?
Yeah.
over Levi jeans, but not over the rest.
Right, you said we got some rounds to go.
Right.
right.
You know, so I'm like,
Said just in this particular how it fell, how the chips fell in this
Yeah.
case. Jolene.
over this bracket.
Yes. All right, so Jolene it is, but for me it's Levi's Jeans. Number 9 seed against the number 1 seed, Spaghetti versus Texas Hold'em. It's Texas Hold'em for me.
The cornrows.
Spaghetti, because she was rapping her ass off.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That part that comes in my head. Yeah. Damn.
I know this is a tough.
Because I feel like Spaghetti, we got like a different kind of Beyonce that it's such a rare version of her. You know, like it's very few songs in her whole catalog that features this version of Beyonce. So I feel like, you know, like for that, and it's just a powerhouse of a song, I want to give it to Spaghetti. But also like Texas was like it was the first,
it was the lead single for a reason.
Glimpse. Right.
And to me, I feel like I'm struggling because like Texas Hold'em was huge, right? But I think personally, I feel like Texas Hold'em was the most digestible for everybody, and that's why it was as big as it was. Spaghetti is not a song that's for everybody, and that's a song for us, right?
Oh yeah.
The Spaghetti is the reason why she said this isn't a country album. This is a Beyonce album, right? Yeah. So yeah. I'm trying to, you know, separate how big Texas Hold'em was because of how digestible it was to the musicality of Spaghetti, which to Dewan, we only see that type of Beyonce when she's doing something with Jay-Z. And then the last time we seen it was on self-titled.
Or if she's featured
on self-titled.
Or if she's featured on somebody else's record.
She did on Ape Shit too. Right, that's Jay-Z. And she did with and like Nicki, which is sad because we ain't gonna hear that shit no more.
And she did it with Megan.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
Yeah, with Savage, right? So we don't see it this in her catalog.
She gives us like maybe one an album, maybe.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say mine first. I'm gonna say Spaghetti, and then Dewan, you can say yours.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I think, you know, I was a little bit torn. Not a little. I was a lot torn between the two. But the notion that, like, if I use the same kind of logic with the Jolene was like, hey, I'm taking something, you know, that people know, and I'm basically colonizing it like y'all did to us. Like, I love that subversive, you know, kind of approach to it. So I like that part of this album showing up in this.
But is it the better song? That's what it's really down to.
I think it is the better song.
Is it the better song?
I think it is the better song.
But that's also what I'm saying is that Spaghetti just has a version of Beyonce that we just don't see a lot, but when it does, that shit hits hard. So for that, I'm gonna go for Spaghetti.
Yeah. Spaghetti,
damn, y'all tripping on this left side of this bracket. Y'all tripping, but that's okay. I mean, it's splitting hairs at this point.
Yeah, that's true.
But how the hell we get Jolene against Spaghetti? I didn't see that coming. But let's go to the right side here.
Given what was on that side, like, I mean,
how the chips lay.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Riverdance versus Bodyguard. Let me think. Bodyguard.
Did you think? Did you?
Yep, I had to. That's why I'm just gonna have to spit it out. I just got to spit it out.
I feel like
Bodyguard. Both of them make me feel good. Both of them make me feel very good. Bodyguard sonically and song-wise is a better song.
Yeah.
I tend to agree with you on that. In terms of like the better song.
Yeah. I just. Damn.
Riverdance is just so good.
I mean, like Riverdance, I want to hear in the club. Like if it came on the club,
I have heard it in the club, and that's kind of like I've been in places where like Riverdance comes on, and you like bounce down to that shit, no hands, you know, just
And I mean, and there's like some stuff that like in the backgrounds that she does in this song that's probably like some of my favorite backgrounds on the song that people would kind of simply overlook. But Bodyguard is probably like up there for me in this album. Like, it's just a very good song.
Riverdance is my number 2, by the way, and then number 3 is Bodyguard. So like it's been so this is very fucking hard for me. Y'all both said Bodyguard, but I think Riverdance personally for me, just because you can listen to Riverdance in any setting as well too. Bodyguard, you're not listening to in the club. Bodyguard, like I will listen to it at the gym. I mean, I listen to, you know, smut at the gym. So, but I mean, like, I just think Riverdance I would listen at any point, but Bodyguard is good though too.
Yeah, the bass line in Bodyguard too is like my favorite on the album. Bodyguard is right. All right, and then Ya versus 16 carriages.
Beyoncé. Oh,
It's
God.
Yaya for me. So I'll let y'all duke it out because y'all brought 16 carriages over.
She said, y'all.
Y'all brought all them damn carriages. All them carriages. All that Louis Vuitton luggage.
So funny. That is so funny. That's how like siblings talk about their parents.
Yeah, that's yo mama.
That's your mama.
That's your mama.
Let me tell you what your mama done did. Let me tell you what your brother then said. I'm gonna go for Yaya on this one.
I feel like we have to, but the 16 carriages is just so fucking good. This right side to me was harder than the left side.
It's harder.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Like that was some
got stacked.
shit. Yeah.
All right, y'all. We're down to the final four. All right, stretch it out. Here we go. We have Jolene versus Spaghetti.
Goddamn.
Because from your all's like justification so far this round, this is like two Beyonce's that you like. Like she's talking that shit that you like.
I know.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Which way you going?
I'm going with Spaghetti on this one. I like this Beyonce. I want to hear more from this Beyonce.
And I am going Jolene. And I think to like earlier we mentioned that it's also, you know, another version of an iconic song already. And you can't just be anybody to do something like this. Like we've seen people cover songs and not many people can do it just as good as the original. I'm not saying better. Yeah. I say better. But I'm saying just as good as in its own right, in its own different lane. You know, thinking more apples and oranges versus, you know, them being the same. So I'm going Jolene. And again, I love when she be talking about that man. So, you know, just another chance for her to jab at that man, you know.
Hey. And
$1 billion in the elevator.
Sold out he just did 3 nights. He's just sold out 3 nights at Yankee Stadium, which is crazy. Yeah. And he actually had a very good interview with GQ that I liked. And I'm glad that he got a younger black journalist to kind of do it, which is dope. They're always finding ways to kind of put people on and give light to folks that warned it. So yeah. Anyway, so we'll talk about that later. But Jolene versus Spaghetti. Spaghetti. Yeah. All right. Bodyguard. Ooh, Bodyguard versus Yaya. Bodyguard for me.
It's Bodyguard for me as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So sweet.
Yeah, I'm going with Bodyguard as well.
In the backseat.
It's so funny because like you play the song in the back of your head, and there are parts that like really stick out. That's like, okay, this is what I absolutely love about this song. And, that's the deciding factor for me.
But you know one thing that I like about Bodyguard? You remember being a kid and feeling grown, but you weren't grown. Yeah. This makes me that level of excited when I hear Bodyguard. You know, I'm like, oh, I feel grown. I feel grown. Right. You know, but I am grown. But it's like that, you know, when you were young, feeling grown. You know.
Yeah. Like it just sonically just feels, even though it's not like it's country, but it's not country. It's folky, but it's not folky. It's funky, but it's not funky. Like this is another song. We kind of think of maybe Yaya as that song that like really converges a lot of sonics, but Bodyguard, for how almost maybe simplistic it sounds, also kind of does that very well, where it just merges a lot of genres and it just feels fucking good. And John Wayne that ass. Yeah. I mean, come on now.
We looking for a new America. Good old USA. I'm sorry.
I so appreciate just like these different versions of Beyonce that we get in one album. Like, and again, going back to what we talked about at the beginning of the episode, when we talk about like the longevity, the impact that this album has created. I mean, if you just look at the songs that we've just highlighted here, you know, you're showing such vocal range, such musicality range, tempo, intentionality, content, variety. You're seeing so like these are different facets of Beyonce, and it's almost kind of like, what are the facets that speak to us? We just, three black gay boys on the internet right now, but but like, what are the ones that speak to us? And it's kind of cool to think about that.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you said that, because like one thing that we say over and over again about Beyonce is her work ethic, and it comes through on these songs. You could tell that it's crafted with intention, that she took her time with it, that, okay, it might have had to sit for a few years, and now let me bring it back and really get it because I have a better idea for it. Like, that's why we adore her so much, because you feel the love and the time and the intentionality and the work in these albums. And it doesn't mean there's not other folks that do, everyone puts work into their craft, but there is a whole nother level, and it comes through in the end product every time. Yeah. And so that's why I just enjoyed that. She doesn't have to do this 30 years into her career to be this intentional and this good and care about each song, making sure she pulls out and stretches herself continually this long into a career. But she does. And she enjoys it, and it comes through. And it's fucking incredible.
What's wild is that with Act 1, now Act 2, if this is the quality of product that she produced with these albums that we got to experience, it just makes me wonder, with so much gleeful anticipation, what was left on the cutting room floor.
Baby, right?
Because it's not for a lack of quality work. She's probably got hundreds of songs and beats and interludes and all these kind of things that are just mind-boggling good, but just didn't fit in the right narrative of these two packages that she wanted to present. So it's just like it makes me so excited for Act 3, because for things that probably didn't fit within the vibe and the spirit and the tonality of these two records, we're maybe getting a more sense of what other stuff is out there that is just going to be not only at this level of tier, but it's going to be even beyond it.
But you know what also is crazy too, and I forget the name of the producer, the songwriter, and the name of the song. One of these songs on this album was originally supposed to be on a previous Beyonce album, not of the X. It was Yaya. Okay, that's what I thought it was. Yeah. And the fact that song set for years,
like almost a decade,
right? Which is absolutely insane. So to your point, Dewan, we know that there are other songs that she didn't like start tampering with, that she's sitting on, that she's like, it's still simmering, it's still cooking. And it's gonna just how her mind is. She's playing chess. Yeah, she's playing chess with music, and it is absolutely sickening.
Yeah, like everyone says, like her musical knowledge and just her remembrance are just like, hold on, because like even I watched a Jay-Z interview today, and he said even like for someone like at Jay-Z's caliber, who's like arguably top 3 MC of all time and things like that, and how big he is, that even for him, he's like, I look at her like, oh my God, like you're insane. Like he said in the interview, like she'll remember like a snare from like 10 years ago and be like, remember that snare that they played on when we were going through that keyboard? And he'd be like, no. And she'd be like, hold on, let me pull it. And it'll be the exact snare that the record needs. So like I like shit like that. The nerd in me gets so giddy for folks like that, because it's just like, yes, that's like, you're supposed to care. You're supposed to care. You're supposed to remember. You're supposed it just makes me so happy. But yeah, and then I know there's probably some songs out there, some tracks out there that like she's still holding on to, that writers and producers are like, damn, I hope she released that, because that shit is so fire, and I don't know if it's ever gonna fit into an album that she won't. Like, damn, I ain't never gonna get that out there, and I gotta play it in my car.
This is the same kind of, like, when you think about the kind of impact that she as an artist has had in the music industry and just from a culture standpoint, like she is the type of person that you want to hear what else you got. Because like if this is what you're putting out, we know that there's there's just so many other things that you're sitting on. It's like like Prince as another example, just somebody who just have catalogs and catalogs and catalogs of of unreleased music that just to be able to get a glimpse of what is in that treasure chest would be amazing.
I always want artists to put out, like, especially artists that I just adore like this, just to put out an album and just call it scraps. Like, it doesn't have to have a narrative. I get that it doesn't have the narrative that you want, but I know there's some bops that you just got in there that you just haven't been able to find the slot where it needs to be on an album. Just release it. Just release it. It is what it is. Yeah. I don't need the narrative on that album. I just need a whole bunch of bops. Yeah, and it ain't got to make sense.
And you know how, like, when, like, there's been some artists that have passed and they've tried to, like, put out singles that were scraps and stuff like that. And it's just like, no, I'm not feeling that. She can have albums.
She can have albums.
She can have absolutely.
Yeah.
1,000.
Oh, shit.
All right. We're in the championship round, y'all. And we're down to Spaghetti versus Bodyguard. And this is the number 9 seed versus number 6 seed. Hey, 69.
Yeah. We nasty. I'll go first. I'm saying Bodyguard.
Go ahead. Oh, I was going to say Bodyguard too. Also. It's going to be interesting to Juan's answer because...
I'm gonna say Bodyguard as well.
Wow.
I want to give it to Spaghetti, but I also feel like it was just enough to get into the finals, but not enough to carry it all the way through to the championship, in my opinion. I think Bodyguard's the one that just is just like it hits on all the cylinders for me. It's the Serena Williams for me.
Yeah, it's so good. I mean, it makes me want to go on a vacation. I'm ready to be on ready to be on a flight. You know, where we going?
Yeah. It feels good. So the Minority Report champion of the Beyoncé Cowboy Carter March Madness is Bodyguard.
Pew, pew, pew.
Not a bad choice. And honestly, it is right there like my number 1, number 2 of the album.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad at this conclusion, even though y'all was tripping on some of these on the left side. But it came down to it.
Nah,
and Bodyguard
you were on a whole other planet yourself. I wouldn't say we were tripping.
So. I guess so, right?
She was over like Tom Hanks and Castaway just by herself.
Right. Wilson!
Baby.
Bodyguard. I'm not mad at it.
I'm very curious. I'm very curious what the community thinks about like this bracket. Like, you know, what do they agree with? What are they going to the grave over that they disagree with? Like, I want to know from the community what they think about this.
They said they got that Desert Eagle in the backseat for us. Okay.
Everything bigger in Texas. Hey.
Yeah, she has some good lines on it. She just got some good like riffs that like, like it just feel like, it'd be stuck in my head. It'd be feeling good. But,
that's one of the songs that like when I get out of the shower and I just have like my underwear, my socks on, and I'm like, and I'm putting on lotion on. So I put yes, baby, that's exactly what I'll be playing.
It's that bass line that's up. Yeah, it's like Desert Eagle does get stuck in my head a lot though. Even though I didn't like pass it on a lot, it does get stuck in my head a lot. But hopefully, you know, community, this gets you excited for Act 3. And I hope we have just as many songs. Like, even though I do really like a very succinct album normally, like 13 songs tops, give me the hits, give me the best of the best. But when it comes to Beyonce, I just want more. I just always want more because I know the caliber is always going to be there. And so I hope it's a longer album similar to Cowboy Carter, more so than even Renaissance. Because Renaissance had, like 12 or 13 ? So
I think it was like 15 or something like that.
Is it 15?
Yeah, there's a bunch on Renaissance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe it is. But either way, I do like the little interludes and things like that. And
16.
And I saw is there 16? Mm-hmm. Oh, damn. Okay. So hopefully it is longer.
Yeah.
And
if you take out the interludes, though, it's pretty close to the same amount.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And I like interludes on albums. Like I grew up with Janet having all them interludes, I love an interlude on an album. If it makes sense. Like sometimes people just be throwing that shit in there just to throw it, but no, like if it kind of helps with the vibe and the mood, I'm here for it. And like the old Louisiana on Cowboy Carter, I saw an interview with The Dream recently where he was like, all of that was Beyonce. She's like, I want the song to be that, We don't need to dress it up. Just leave it as an interlude because she wanted to show homage to folks of yesteryear to make sure they got their shine and things like that. So constantly just thinking, and it fit and it felt good, and it felt good at the Cowboy Carter tour when that came on too, and I'm excited. So hopefully y'all saving y'all coin. Hopefully you ain't spent it all on Jay-Z because you know she about to come right back too. So it's like damn. Because them tickets was high. But I was like, okay, like I might go see Jay-Z at the Roots picnic here in Philly instead of go all the way to New York.
What's that lineup? Looks really good.
I know.
Also, they got Brandy listed down like as not a headliner, which was like crazy to me. I was like, Brandy.
You got Jay-Z and Erykah Badu.
But I mean,
it's hard.
I saw that. And I was just like, damn.
The location though, where this is at here in Philly, Philly's not the most festival oriented of a city, and the park that it's at is gorgeous. Like you can see the skyline and everything, but it's such a bitch to get to on a regular day. Like, because it's like a one road in, it's going to be a mess to get into that location. Because it's kind of like one of those pop up and like let's have a family reunion type spot, or like let's go and have a picnic at this park kind of place. More so than having tens of thousands of people in this festival.
Wow. So all you got to do is be on time because niggas.
You're right, and I'd be on time, so that's right. I might
not be all right.
I'm gonna be.
You gonna be okay.
You go right. All right. But yeah, community, let us know. Cowboy Carter, are you still bumping it? Where's it at in the ranking? Has it pushed itself in this top 5 of Beyonce catalog for y'all? Let us know. Jarrell Dewan, has it pushed itself in the top 5 for y'all? I know every few years we kind of hint at where our rankings are.
No,
but
no, we're not gonna go down the rabbit hole. I already tried to do it.
Well, I'm not gonna do the whole rankings. The question was, has it pushed its way into its top 5?
Well, I can't answer that without breaking another album. So
it's a yes or no.
It has.
No for me.
It has gone up.
It's gone up. I don't know if it's in my top 5. I would have to go, like you said, Drill, but it might be right there at 5, and I'll leave it there. So, community, let us know. And maybe we bring this up on the anniversary episode here in community. Our 7th anniversary is on April 15th. We want you there, 8:30, 5:30 Pacific, live with your aunties. Wear your wig, get you a drink, all that good stuff. Come with some questions, throw them in the chat and things like that, and we'll answer them live. If there's any curiosity questions that you want to throw at the aunties, we're open book, and we'll have some fun that night. But we appreciate you sticking around with us for 7 years to continue to see the numbers grow and things like that, which is crazy to say. So yeah, we definitely appreciate you. But April 15th, be there, 8:30, 5:30 Pacific. And we'll have some fun that night. So yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Anything else on your hearts and minds before we get out of here? And hey, Beyonce, thank you for being great. No? All right.
No, all good.
Wash your hands, your legs, and your ass, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.